Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine. So now let's begin with the English class. So today you are going to study the final part of the story. Before continuing, let me first ask you, do you remember what happened so far in the story? Yes, I hope you do remember. So first, let's revise till now what happened in the story. So, in the beginning, Mridu goes to meet her cousins Lali, Ravi and Meena. Over there, Meena and Ravi shows her the kitten which they had hidden. When they were talking about the kitten Mahindran, they hear some sound from the window. They go to inquire what is actually going on in the room. So they find Lali learning to play violin from her music master. When they were going through all this, they heard some sound from the gate, and that was a beggar calling Amma. Now, Rukumani, Pati, and everybody asked Ravi to send that beggar away, telling him to find another house to beg. Now Ravi told him to go away from the house, but beggar had no chappal to wear. He was barefoot and he had blisters on the soles of the feet. So now Ravi, Meena and Mridu, they felt very pity seeing that. So without asking anyone, they were searching for some chappals to give to that beggar. Now let us see what happened in this story further. In the previous class, you have studied that the children were searching for the slippers in the house. As they were going to enter the house, in the veranda, Mridu's eyes fell on the shabby-looking slippers which she noticed when she came to Rukmani's house. So when she asked about it to Ravi, Ravi saw them and he thought that these are of the right size for the beggar. Without thinking whose slippers they are and asking Rukumani about it, he picked up those slippers and went to give to the beggar. Here, said Ravi to the beggar, dropping the slippers in front of the old man. Wear these and don't come back. The beggar stared at the slippers, hurriedly flung his towel over his shoulder, pushed his feet into them, and left, muttering a blessing to the children. In a minute, he had vanished around the corner of the street. So now, what did Ravi do? He went near to the beggar with those slippers. He kept it on the ground. He dropped it on the ground and he said, "Here are the slippers. Wear it and go away from the house and never come back to the house." Now the beggar was just looking at the slippers and now he got slippers to wear and he can now leave the house as soon as possible. So what did he do? Hurriedly, he put over his towel on the shoulder, he wore the slippers, and he left, giving blessings to the children in a low voice. Now, the beggar was also smart. He left the house as soon as possible because he knew that none of the elder person was there to see this, that the slippers were given to the beggar. Now, in a minute, he had vanished. It means in a minute, he had disappeared and he was not at all seen on the street. The music master came out of the house and took an unappreciative look at the three of them sitting quietly under the tree playing marbles. So now Lali's class got over and the music master came out of the house. As he came out, he saw that the three children, Meena, Mridu and Ravi, three of them were playing marbles. So he was looking at them with that angry expression. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda, where he had put them. Now he was searching for the chappals, and we know what happened to the chappals. Ravi gave them to the beggar. "Lali," he called, after a few moments. She hurried up to him. "Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I'm remembering I have kept them here." Now, for a while, he was searching in the veranda for the Chappals. When he did not find it, he called Lali. And when Lali came, he asked her that, "Where are my Chappals? I think I kept it over here." So we saw in these paragraphs that the chappals which were of music master were given to the beggar. Now let's see what happens when he comes to know that the chappals were given to the beggar. Ravi, Mridu and Meena silently watched Lali and the music master search every corner of the veranda. He scurried around, looking over the railing and crouching near the flower pots to look between them. So now Ravi, Mridu and Meena, they were playing marbles under the tree, and they saw that Lali and music master, they were searching for the chappals in every corner of the veranda, that is just before the door of the house. There was a veranda which was made. Okay, so there they were in every corner searching for the chappals. But these three children, they were just silently looking at them. And what the music master was doing, he scurried around. It means he moved around, now looking over the railing. Now railing over here means that a fence or the barrier which is made, right? Just a hedge kind of on the four corners, and crouching near the flower pots. So before entering, there might be some flower pots also kept in the corners. So he was crouching near. Crouching over here means when we bend our legs and sit. Now most of us, we do this when we try to search something while sitting. So we bend our legs and sit, right? So he was sitting that way near the flower pots searching for the chappals. Brand new they were. I went all the way to the Mount Road to buy them. Went on saying, "They cost a whole month's fees. Do you know?" Now he was talking to Lali. What he was talking to Lali? That the chappals were brand new. He said the chappals were new. But we also know that there was some dust on the chappal. There were even marks of his feet on the chappals. Right? But what is he saying? They were brand new. And what did he say? It cost a whole month's fees. Now he's saying, my whole month's fees went in just buying those chappals. Soon Lali went in to tell her mother. Rukumani appeared, looking harassed, with Pati following her. So now Lali went inside to tell her mother Rukumani. So Rukumani, as soon as she heard this, she came outside and she looked troubled. She looked troubled that she was might be thinking what suddenly happened, and grandmother of Lali also followed her. Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors come to the door. Worried Pati. Now the grandmother of Lali is saying that where the chappals can go. It is quite upset. It's quite not good that somebody might have stolen them. Now what does she say? That there are so many vendors that come near the door. It means someone might come to sell vegetables and many other things, right? So she says that there are many vendors coming. Somebody might have stolen them. Rukmani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu and Meena sitting under the tree. So now what happened? Now Rukmani saw that Ravi, Mridu and Meena, they were sitting under the tree and silent. Now this was something unusual for Rukmani to see. They all are searching for chappals over there, and these three children, they are not giving any reaction. They were simply sitting under the tree. So now, what would Rukmani do seeing them? So, Rukmani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu and Meena sitting under the tree. "Have you children?" she began, and then, seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. "Seen anyone lurking around the veranda?" So now, Rukmani, she went to the children and she asked them, "Have you children?" And as she was saying, she was seeing that the children were curiously quiet. It means they were strangely quiet. It was strange that they were simply quiet. And then she continued speaking that have you seen anyone lurking around means have you seen anyone moving secretly around the veranda? Now see, if somebody comes to steal something, so what will they do? They will, come in secretly. They will come in such a way that nobody sees them. So that is the meaning of lurking, right? So she asked the children, have you seen anyone lurking around the veranda? A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. Now, as she was asking this thing to the children, now they could notice that when you doubt on someone, eyebrows they give a V shape, right? So her eyebrows also seemed the same way. Another straight, tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. Now, usually she used to speak very softly and in a pleasant manner, right? But now she straight and tighter, tighter. It means now she was strictly asking. Rukmani was angry, thought Mridu with a shiver. Now, as she saw such face of Rukmani, now Mridu thought that Rukmani is angry, and Mridu was now shivering. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet, she tried to tell herself. Now, Mridu was thinking in her own mind, and she was, telling herself that if Rukmani comes to know that they helped that poor beggar who had feet, Rukmani would forgive them. So she was trying to console herself that Rukmani will not scold if she comes to know the truth. Taking a deep breath, she cried, Rukmani, there was a beggar here. Poor thing, he had such boils on his feet. Now Mridu, she took a deep breath. Okay, and now she was ready to tell the truth. So she started. Now she didn't directly tell that they gave the chappals to the beggar. She's not telling her first that there was a beggar here and he had soles on his he had boils on his feet. So, said Rukmani grimly. Now, Rukmani said grimly means in a very severe manner. That so, if he had boils, so turning to Ravi. You gave the music master's chappals to that old beggar who turns up here? Now she said to Ravi that did you give the music master's chappal to that old beggar who comes every day over here? Now she is asking to Ravi. So now, as Mridu said that the beggar had boils on his feet, Rukmani came to know that the chappals were given to the beggar. So now she asked Ravi that did you give them? So when she was asking, children these days groaned party. Now groaned means in a painful manner, grandmother said children these days. It means you cannot say anything about these children. They become so naughty. Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. Now, as Ravi was saying this, that you told us a story of Karna who gave away everything. He was so kind and he was so charitable person that he used to give everything in charity, even his gold earrings he gave away. Silly, snapped Rukmani. And when Ravi was saying this, she snapped. Snapped means to break something suddenly with a sharp noise. She broke in with a sharp noise and she said, silly. Karna didn't give away the other people's things. He only gave away his own. Now Rukmani is telling in a sharp noise to Ravi that Karna gave his things, not other people's. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet. Ravi rushed brashly on. And Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? Now, when Rukmani said that Karna used to give his things, Ravi is now trying to defend himself by saying that I would have given my chappals to the beggar, but it would not have fit his feet. And he even said these lines hurriedly that if it would have fitted his feet, would you have minded if I have, would you not have minded if I have given to him? Ravi, said Rukmani, very angry now. Go inside this minute. Now, Rukmani, she got very angry when she was listening to Ravi. So, very angrily, asked Ravi to go inside the house. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. So now Rukmani, as music master's chappals were given to the beggar, they had to give something to the music master now. So she went inside the house. She brought Gopu Mama's hardly worn, means a new chappals might be there, which Gopu Mama did not wear oftenly. He used to rarely wear it. So she brought that new chappals, and these should fit you. Sir, please put this on. I am so sorry. My son has been very naughty. Now she apologized for the mistake of Ravi to the music master, and she gave those chappals and said that please wear these chappals. It should fit you. The music master's eyes lit up. It means now music master, there was a joy that in the eyes of the music master, because he knew that his chappals were old, not so costly, and anybody could say that seeing them, but he was just saying to show them that chappals were costly, I don't have anything to wear, and in return of that now he's getting some new chappals and nice. So obviously music master got happy. He put them on, trying not to look too happy. Now he put those chappals on, and he tried to look as if he's not happy about this. He's still upset that his chappals were given to the music master. But inside, what was he feeling? He was very happy seeing this new chappals. So now, in return of the old chappals of the music master, the music master is having a new chappals which were of Gopu Mamas. So now the music master said, well, I suppose these will have to do. These days children have no respect for elders. What to do? So now, what the music master, he tried not to look so happy, no? So he passed a statement that, yeah, these chappals will work. And what did he say? That nowadays children don't have respect for elders. Now, the kindness of these children towards the beggar, that was taken as their naughtiness. And what did the music master say? A Hanuman incarnate. Only Rama can save such a naughty fellow. Now we know that Hanuman is a character of a holy monkey. And what did he say? That Rama can save such naughty fellows, people. Rukumani's eyes flashed. Now, Rukumani, she, her eyes got red in anger. Why did she get angry listening this? She didn't seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. Now, obviously, nobody's mother would like that somebody would call their children a monkey, even though he called him as Hanuman, right? So she didn't like this, and because she didn't like this, her eyes were red with anger. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. Now she looked really rigid. That he now from looking at her, it means that she wanted the music master to leave the house. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. Now she was just simply in a strict manner standing at the front of the door. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said, Mridu, come in and have some tiffin. So now, when the music master clattered over here means new chappals, the noise which comes, right? So with that noise, the music master left. And when he left, now Rukumani asked Mridu to come inside and have something to eat. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Thank God your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. Now, she was just thinking that from where you get all these ideas. And it's good that Gopu Mama didn't wear these chappals to the work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. Now, when they were walking towards the kitchen, Rukmani started laughing. But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. What's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music master? So now why she laughed? She was just thinking that what does Gopu Mama do when he comes from work? He just come home, he takes off his shoes and socks and he just wear those chappals. But now the chappals were given to the music master. So now she was thinking, what would Mama react when he comes to know that the chappals were given to the music master? So now here we end with the story A Gift of Chappals. And surely those chappals which were given to the beggar, they were a gift for him that the children gave, because there were boils on his feet because he used to walk bare feet, right? He didn't have chappals to wear, no money to buy, right? And the chappals which the children gave, though they did a mistake of not asking to the elders, which they should not have done it, but they were as a gift for the beggar. I hope you understood the story well. Now, here are some meanings of the words that you studied in today's class. Go through it, and it's a request to the students to go through the whole chapter again. Read it by yourself, and if you have any doubt, I'm saying it again. Feel free to ask me. Okay? And the notes of these chapters will be given to you in the PDF form. See you soon in the next video.